accomplishments may look a little different this year. Regardless, it will always be a time to celebrate the students' accomplishments and the exciting things that lay ahead in their futures. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first virtual graduation ceremony of Candabong Elementary School Batch 2020-2021 with the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Presented, faculty and staff of Candabong Elementary School, guests, deputy personnel, and candidates for graduation.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, helas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo bangaw, ay hinagang tula. budhay sa habagatan, kinapusuran lalawigan sa Kabisayan, sa kaalam adunahan, sa among gugmaot lumog kanunay halaran, sugbuon ang binunyagan sa Kristohanong tinuuan, ipanalipanalayunan kanunay Senyo sa gusto ninyo, makasaysayanon, maabi-abihon, madanihulog ang ay kagayon nga ipasigarbo, subo pinangga sa klima o panahon, kalinaw kauswagan, paluntaron palamon, bisan asa mudangan sa amo papalingkamon, ikaw amo kanunay ngahan lumon, ikaw amo kanunay ngahan lumon.
Among lungsod nga minahal na uswagong Alcantara, hiyas sa kalibong mga buhat na matarong. Sa unang panahon kung ang ngalan mo, diin usakin ikaisda, pero sa pag-abot sa mga Kastila, ila kini gihinganlan, diin inumbahan di mauwi giya sa tanang katawhan. Alcantara, Alcantara, namong di mahal, ikaw ang tinugdan sa kaadunahan niining duhan, bahangli ka sa katawhan, ikaw ang yutang among di mahal. Salamat sa kadagatan, maoy among panginabuhian, abon na ka sa agrikultura o gitao sa tanan, magpabiling ka nining duhan. Alcantara, Alcantara, namong di mahal, ikaw ang tinugdan sa kaadunahan nining duhan, mahanggi ka sa katawhan, ikaw ang yutang among gimahal. O Alcantara gasa sa kahitasan.
To welcome his own, may I call him Abigail T. Fabilia. batch with honors for her welcome address.
My warmest greetings to the high-ranking officials in the Department of Education. Honorable Leonor M. Briones, our DepEd Secretary. Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez, our Regional Director. Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, our School Division Superintendent. Our Assistant School Division Superintendent, Dr. Lorenzo M. Dizon, Dr. Faye C. Laures, and Dr. Analito A. Bungkawel. Mrs. Maria Elizabeth Q. Armamento, our District Supervisor, Mrs. Heidi S. Cañazares, our School Principal, parents, barangay officials, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to one and all. Today, July 16, 2021, marked the culminating activity of the modular learning being chosen to be implemented in our educational system here in locality. For the past months, starting October up to the present, we're having this modular kind of learning. Our learning still takes place even in the absence of the teacher's explanation, which are supposed to be done in the classroom. Why? What's the reason behind this? It is because with the pandemic called COVID-19, pupils were not allowed to be in school to ensure the full protection against the disease. But in spite of the various circumstances that hinders our learnings from school, the Philippines educational system has created different kinds of learning modalities. In one of these that we're having now is the modular learning. Through this kind of learning modality, the quality of education is still achieved. Modular learning is a self-study method wherein pupils are given sets of modules on the different learning areas that contain several activities to be done by the pupils. And besides, the activities in the modules contained a clear and comprehensive discussion on the competency being presented in the module. And in addition to this, the parents played a vital role in attaining the full grasp of learning because they will be the one to give an additional inputs and explanation to their children. They will be the one giving a clear instruction on what to be done in the modules in the absence of the teacher's explanation in the school. So, with the collaborative efforts coming from the teachers, parents, guidance, and other stakeholders in the community, the quality of education is being strengthened in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that is why we're having this first virtual graduation. In behalf of the batch 2020-2021 of Candabong Elementary School, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome everyone. Welcome to our first virtual graduation. That's all, and thank you.
And now, the main highlight of today's affair is about to unfold in our midst. To do the honors representing this year's candidates for graduation may have our school principal, the school head of exemplary performance, none other than Mrs. Heidi S. Cañazares. And this is to be followed right away by the acceptance and confirmation of the graduates by no less than our dynamic and stunning district supervisor, Mrs. Elizabeth Q. Armamento.
Our district supervisor, Mrs. Maria Elizabeth Q. Armamento, I have the honor to present to you the 62 candidates for graduation, whom 30 are males and 32 are females. They have successfully completed the minimum requirements for graduation as set by the Department of Education under the K-12 curriculum, and they are now waiting for your confirmation.
By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the school's division superintendent, Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, and based on the facts and figures presented to me by your school head, that you have satisfactorily completed the basic minimum requirements for elementary education as prescribed by the Department of Education, I hereby confirm your graduation for this school year 2020-2021 with all the rights, honors, privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates! Congratulations, parents, teachers!
For every self-dedication and diligence in work are fruits of labor that one can reap. Today, we will present and honor those students who did their best to make it to the top.
Cinto Ranel Juarez, De la Cruz Cedric Jules Lamusaw, Dilatado Seth Brendon Ando, Ibiza Joris Gil Largo, Gokotano Ligi Fernandez, Lagada Riarn Mark, Libatan Nel Razonable, Ligtas Chester Braille Igot-Igot, Madanlo R.G. Lambo, Magdasal G.C. Lloyd Raffles, Magdasal Renji Polgo, Morel Tovismet Mendez, Ogario Div Dorio, Sambrana Clifford Eroho, Vanguardia John Rochley, Amorado Twain Matilos, Bosquet Ninyami Tabanao, Cabillion Alexa Mel Tabanao, Cuibas Kim Russell, Escalania Cynthia Likin, Fabilio Abigail Tabar, Inkoy Bibi Jane Libatan, Lambo Cheska Mendoza, Lambo Dixie J. Lacno, Lambo Mercy Timpley, Magdasal Dian Catilenmi Ogario, Nasyon Jelly Mariel Madelo, Ukdul Roxanne Eroho, Sambrana April Grace Ramirez, Timtim Gian Padika, Unabia Kayla Matilos.
These are the candidates for graduations from the grade 6 rows. Almohalias James M. Ando GB Boy T. Ando Giancarlo H. Camelio Jmar L. Claros JV B. Gabotero Kiandiv T. Jimenez Lance Aaron A. Milia Christian Dave S. Nacion Gerald E. Pablio Jason Jr. C. Desmundo Chris Mark G. Quismondo Marnold L. Sabanal Gian. Yusores Halbert Jr. Euro GB C. Alcantara Rinzel B. Alilen Gurley A. Basilisco Jana Karel N. Castelio Mariel L. Hernandez Jamaica L. Hernandez Jerisa T. Hernandez Princess G. Lamusao Darlene C. Lamusao Janet C. Matilos Jaredmi C. Osabel Rowelyn L. Parila Quenishen C. Quismondo Raisakem V. Tapik Rusajin L. Timblor Desiree G. Tonilon Mary Grace O.
Pableo Jason C. With high honors. Alilin Gurley A. With honors. Basilisco Jana Carel M. With honors. Fabilia Abigail T. with honors. Hernandez Princess J. with honors. Jimenez Lance Aaron A. with honors. Matilas Charin May Q. with honors. Morel Tuvi Smith M. with honors. Nashon Jelly Mariel M. with honors. Gizmondo Raisa Kim V. with honors. Topic Rosa Jane L. with honors. I would like to extend my congratulations to our awardees and their parents as well. To our honorees, may you continue to excel in your studies and inspire others. And of course, to our dear parents, may you continue to support your children in whatever way you can to bring out the best in them. According to Jerry Moran, perfection has to do with the end product, but excellence has to do with the process. At this juncture, may I call in Jason C. Pableo with high honors for his academic excellence address.
My most respect to the DepEd high-ranking officials. Honorable Leonor M. Briones, our DepEd Secretary. Dr. Luciano T. Jimenez, our Regional Director. Dr. Marilyn A. Zandales, our Division Superintendent. Dr. Lorenzo M. Dizon, Dr. Facey Luares, Dr. Anlito A. Bungkawil, our Assistant School Division Superintendents. Mrs. Maria Elizabeth Q. Armamento, our District Supervisor. Mrs. Heidi H. Canizares, our Principal. Parents, barangay officials, fellow graduates, good morning to one and all. The school year 2020 to 2021 has come to its closure now. It symbolizes a great triumph for all of us, the teachers, parents, the guardians, and to the different stakeholders. The current COVID-19 pandemic has provided a great circumstances affected globally. The pandemic has challenged and strained the educational system, but in spite of that, our educational system under the Department of Education was able to surpass all the obstacles and hindrances. Several learning modalities were created to sustain the face-to-face classes, and the modality that was applicable or being chosen for us is the modular learning. This kind of modality strengthened our quality of education through the proper guidance of the parents and home tutors as well. Modular learning is a kind of learning in which the pupils can learn independently, but it will be very difficult for us without the assistance and guidance of our parents and our guardians. It is just the best way that our education could be strengthened. On the other hand, I would like to extend my profound gratitude to our Almighty Father for giving me the courage and endurance in answering the great book of modules. To my parents who have their undying support and guidance in answering the modules. To my teacher here in Candabong Elementary School for printing of modules all day long for the pupils. Once again, thank you and congratulations to the batch 2020-2021 of Candabong Elementary School. Thank you!
my warmest greetings and congratulations to the completers and graduates of school year 2020-2021. You are a special gem in this challenging time brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. You surpassed the test of time by being flexible in embracing the different learning modalities just to acquire the necessary knowledge, skills, and attitude, which apparently prepare you to be globally competitive and productive citizens. Indeed, we are a living witness to the undying support of your parents, relatives, and friends who stood by you to provide you with the needed moral, emotional, and financial support. To you, our beloved administrators and teachers, I am expressing my deepest appreciation for your resilience at this historic time. You stand out amid crisis. Your dedication and commitment to public service is worthy of emulation by the next generation of leaders and educators. Remain focused and be more innovative and sturdier as you face the more challenging situations ahead. My dear learners, now that you are ready to take on another journey next school year, continue embracing life's challenges with passion, dedication, and hard work. Pursue your dreams and contribute meaningfully to nation building as you climb the ladder of success. Again, congratulations, Godspeed.
Greetings of love and peace to each and everyone. School year 2020-2021 has been the most challenging year in education. All been struggling to survive in all aspects. But our beloved Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones lead the baton that education must continue amidst whatever crisis we will be facing. And so, here we are, celebrating one of the most precious accomplishment that you have, your graduation and moving up ceremonies. It is one fleeting sense of pride and joy to be able to celebrate with all of you for your victory, bravery, resilience, perseverance, and commitment that push you to experience what we have today. So our beloved, most precious gems, our dear learners, just wanted to let you know that you are doing great. It is not easy to be learners with all the pressures in today's world. The more in these trying times due to pandemic. How you hurdle your lessons remotely through distance learning of varied modalities, the fear and scare of the virus due to negative publicity, and many more. But you survive and victorious. So, don't lose your heart if you find things difficult. Today, the world is so tested. It is a high time that you put all your learnings into action. Never be a bystander watching as the world takes a paradigm shift. Take the wheel. Collectively, the youth are stronger than any pandemic known to men. Remember, everyone is a student of life as we all keep learning something or the other throughout our lives. So, keep the faith and believe in yourselves. Work hard and work smart too, and with the right focus and determination, you will see that goals are not impossible to achieve. Just have a clear plan, and whatever detours come your way, don't be afraid. Face them with conviction that those are part of the pitfalls where we cannot evade. So be strong and let your education and learnings with God be your shield. And don't forget to thank the most honest persons in your life. Those who can say and tell you exactly what you are doing, either good or bad. Those who guide you sincerely to the path where you want to walk on, who always with you in times of your successes and downfalls. They are your parents, teachers, relatives, and best friend. So learners, congratulations, you hit the mark on your timeline. To all the parents and guardians out there, your contribution towards the realization of the once dreams of your children is so great. Sustain it, and you will see and harvest the fruits of it sooner than later. So thank you for partnering with DepEd through your children's education. So to all of you, congratulations. To the school, I know how you struggle also, especially that the world was shocked of what happened and nobody was prepared. There were so many hows and whys, but you are able to navigate it until reaching its destination. So whatever is the experience and hardships, what is more important is the outcome of what you have done. That's why my salute to you. To our teachers, school heads, supervisors, and non-teaching personnel, you did a great job, worthy of emulation. I am proud of you. To the SDOs, I am so happy of what your division accomplished for school year 2020-2021. Your efforts doesn't go to vain. Now it comes into fruition. So to all, kudos. To everyone, always have the smile in you. See miracles in life every day, and you will be filled with positivity in thoughts and actions. Congratulations once again. Keep safe, and God bless everyone.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, You who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So, congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so, thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So, congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head, a million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
for the world we're gonna make.
To our dear academic head and school principal, program head, teachers, barangay officials, PTA officials, parents, and of course, our dear learners. Good morning. This school year has been marked with reflection and change. We've learned to work differently, but at the end of the day, all we need is hope and strength. Hope that it will eventually get better, and strength to hold on till it does. And while waiting, whatever hardship, challenges, and decisions and fears that we are facing, we just remember that these too shall pass. And by the grace of God, we will overcome. There is light at the end of the tunnel, a rainbow after the rain, and every cloud has a silver lining. Despite the pandemic, we, the Candabong Elementary School teaching staff, will continue to support the administration in fulfilling the mission set forth by our DepEd. Congratulations to all graduates, despite of this pandemic. You did very well. God bless to your next journey. Godspeed everyone, and thank you.